What if the journey is actually the destination that you wanted to achieve? What if the journey to getting to the place that you really wanted was what really matters and what was really made you to change to be the person that you needed to be? Think about it. If everything that you did during the journey wasn't right, wasn't correct, wasn't leading you to the right direction, then you wouldn't have achieved anything. But if you did something right, then you progressed and you moved forward, then you finally took the time to realize there are better things than just looking at the end goal. When you're in that journey, when you're in that time of isolation, when you're in that time of focus, you find out who you are. You find out the type of person you are. Whether or not you're going to push yourself to your limits, whether or not you're going to look at the end of the journey and say, is this something I'm willing to fight for? Is this something I'm willing to go to war for? You have to ask yourself the question. Because nobody else is going to ask it for you. Is this journey the journey that I want to improve? Or is this just a journey that I just want to get that thing? I just want to achieve that thing. What's your purpose to starting that journey? You don't know until you finally start taking steps. And then you become more wise. When I say become more wise, you think about life in a different lens. You think about every action that you do. You think about every person you meet. You think about every choice that you have to choose. Decisions upon decisions. You get the choice. Okay, you get the choice. Whether you want to go to this road, whether you want to go to that road, whether you want to change your life, or whether you want to just be complacent and stagnant. Okay? In order to remember who you are, you've got to know and find out the person you are. You won't just become the person you are by just sitting around, by just standing there and thinking someone's gonna come save you. There's no Superman here. There's no Spider-Man coming slinging his way to victory. It's only you. It's only you during this time. It's only you during this chapter. It's only you during this moment. Nobody else wants to see you succeed as much as you do. Nobody wants to make you as faithful as anybody else, more than you do. You're the only person that's going to stay in your circle forever. Through the ups and downs, through the battles, the struggles, the fights, through the good times. You're going to be there the whole time. Your mind, your body, your soul. So try and find out what you really mean to yourself. And then try and find out if that journey is going to teach you something. Make sure that when you are on the journey, you aren't distracted by everything. When you're on the journey to success, when you're on the journey to being faithful, when you're on the journey to going to Jannah, you have to be a person that's strong-willed. A person that doesn't just keep looking down at the situation that they're at. You're going to be in bad moments, in tight spaces, in tough battles. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. But what you need to do is put your head up and start looking around. Not looking down on your situation. You're looking to the future. You're looking to where you're going. It's not about where I am right now. It's not about where I was back there. You're looking at the front of what you want to achieve. You're looking at the front to where you're going to be because you believe and you chose to stick to it. You chose to have a longer journey, even though if it meant you would spend more time in the pain, more time in the regret, more time in the resentment. You decided to make a decision that will not only shape you to become the person you need to be, but it's also going to shape you and help you find your identity. Because your identity isn't something that's just easily found. It's hidden. It's always been inside of you, but it's hidden by all the layers, by all the people, by all the distractions, by all the sounds, the noise. And then everyone else, they lose themselves. They lose the person that they thought they were. Because sometimes we find out who we are through the struggle, through tough battles. But also, we find who we are in the good times too. Because if we can't treat a person good when we have money, then obviously we're not going to treat them good when we don't have money. It's just an act. You're not acting. You have to be the person that you say you are. You have to be the person that you think you are. Because you know, the manifestation is real. You pray for something, and you pray for it like there's no tomorrow. Then it's going to be manifested upon your life. Even if you can't feel it, even if you can't see it, even if you don't believe in it. It's going to show up in hints. It's going to show up in different things that you didn't think was possible. So anyone else who can't believe in God, believe in the Creator, believe in the journey, and you're leaving it upon nature, leaving it upon whatever happens, leaving it upon the universe, then you're going to see. You're going to have signs of eternal life, of divine protection and creation. And then you will know. And then you will understand that no, it's not nature. No, it's not coincidence. No, it's not whatever you think it is. It's not just philosophy. Because you can have all the philosophy and think about all the different things that could happen and all the different things to be stoic, to be kind, to be good. Right? But then what is a philosophy? A philosophy is just your reaction. But a religious belief that you think and deem is true by looking at the books, by looking at the evidence, that's something different. That's something that's unexplainable, but easily understood. That you're weak to our Creator. We are weak compared to our Creator. We are nothing. You think you can just be a millionaire overnight? You think you can just take everything and everyone that you want? Create anything that you want? People like to say that women are the divine creators. Oh, they should be God. Well, who put that baby in them? Who decided to nurture them for exactly 9 months? Who decided to give women the ability to make babies? Huh? Where's your answer now? The videos I choose to create are not meant to scare anybody. The videos I choose to create are meant to motivate people, are meant to make people understand that it's not that simple. It's not just black and white. There's different colors. And it's not just hues. There's different numbers. There's different everything. It's never that simple. You think it's that simple. You leave it up to God. You think it's that simple. I'm just gonna pray every day and then I'll be famous. I'm just gonna pray every day and then I'm gonna have all the riches in this dunya. All the riches in this life. I'm just gonna pray every day and I hope my health is gonna be good. But you have to remember, praying every day is obligatory. Obligatory. Right? It's required. It's mandatory. So if you pray those prayers, don't expect to get more rewards. It's mandatory. You're doing it not to only get rewards. You're doing it to please Him. And then everything else you do, sure, you can get rewards. But you're not depending upon it. You're not looking for the reward. And you have to work. Work your butt off. If you want a good health, you have to go run. Go work out. You can't just leave it upon Allah. Allah can only do so much. We have free will. We have the free will of our bodies and soul. God's not controlling us. He's controlling things around us, yes. That's why people keep saying, you can't control the uncontrolled. Of course you can't control the uncontrolled. You can control what's controllable. You can control yourself. Everything else around you is uncontrollable. So leave it up to yourself to pray. Leave it up to yourself to work out. Leave it up to yourself to gain knowledge. We have free will, freedom to think, to read, to write, to feel, to taste, to smell. We've got everything. Yet, what do we choose to do? Displease God? Yet, what do we choose to do? Waste our time? Yet, what do we choose to do? Be distracted on purpose? I'm sorry. You've lost me there. Goodbye. Storytelling here. That's all I have today. And what if the journey was actually the destination? Peace out.